Hi, it's KCCK's Culture Crawl. I'm Dennis Green, and my guest today is Harrison March from the Heritage Agency on Aging. Harrison, welcome. Nice to see you.
You too. Thanks for having me.
We were talking before we opened the mics about the fact that while all of us may not be in the prime time of our lives for services from places like Heritage Agency, really all of us always need to be thinking about things for ourselves and for the people that we love.
Absolutely. Age only goes one way. It's going up.
Yeah, that's right.
So whether it's you, if it's family, if it's friends, it's affecting everybody, whether it's you directly or somebody in your life that is a part of work, as a part of church, anywhere you go.
Yeah.
People are dealing with aging and caregiving everywhere.
Someday, if they haven't already, somebody will have a question that maybe you can help them with.
Absolutely. And I appreciate how you kind of danced around saying maybe you avoided the word seniors. I know people shy away from that. So we say older adults a lot, or aging Iowans. Yeah.
So just for those who may not be familiar with the organization, just kind of give me the broad strokes of what it is that your organization does and a few of the bigger programs that people may have heard of but didn't know they were yours.
Sure. Heritage has actually been around for about 50 years here on Kirkwood's campus. About 5 or 6 years ago, we became a nonprofit organization. So sort of a separate legal entity, but our office space is still located here on campus. We cover same 7 counties that Kirkwood is assigned to here in East Central Iowa, and our job is to help the older adults and the caregivers here in the area try to live independently and live where they want to. It's really, I kind of come back to the old line, there's no place like home, and that's such a powerful saying for all time, really, that the reason it holds true is because we all feel it. What home is different for everybody, and whether that's where you're at now or moving in with family because that's where you're comfortable as you age, or if it's finding a community to go live in, our job is to help people find that home and then live there as long as they can and try to help them stay as independent as they can be.
And in particular, what kind of programs then do you have that support those ideas?
Yeah, they kind of break down into 2 main categories. One is one-on-one support through kind of social work type of people at Heritage. They're not all social workers, in the strict capital S, capital W sense, but those types of one-on-one human services, so helping people connect to programs that are available in the community, like in-home care services, helping people complete Medicaid applications, helping people with navigating elder abuse and financial exploitation, sort of advocating for them during that recovery process so they can get back on their feet, get back to being independent. And then the other side is our nutrition and wellness program. Probably the thing we're most known for in the Cedar Rapids area is a program called Encore Cafe. It's a senior dining program, so people come together and enjoy lunch. Sometimes there's music, sometimes there's an informational speaker, and sometimes we just know when we got to be quiet and let people have a nice time with each other.
Yeah, the old term for that was congregate meals.
Yes, yep. We still call it that on paper, but a lot of times try to focus just on group dining, on socialization. That's the biggest thing we promote.
In general, what is the fee scale for the things that you do?
Anything at Heritage is on a contribution basis, so there's no mandatory fee for any of our programs or services. We can provide recommendations or ideas, and we get plenty of people who appreciate the support that we provide, and they ask, hey, what's fair? And we can clearly and easily communicate that to folks, but the main thing to know is that there is no mandatory fee for our support.
Well, as an older adult, but as you say, we're all headed in that direction. A lot of us, and I probably would kind of put myself in this bucket, are reluctant to seek out services or advice because that would mean admitting to ourselves that we are an older adult. So just talk a little bit about, how people contact and, make that, make it okay.
Yeah, it can be a barrier sometimes. So there's somebody that we identify, a family member reached out for their parent, and my mom's going through this and she could really use some support. So we'll reach out to mom who says, no, thank
fine.
you. Exactly. I'm fine. Don't need it. And we respect that at Heritage. It's ultimately up to that person if they're going to receive our support. And the best thing we can do is kind of stick around and be available. Sometimes there are workarounds in a sort where we might support the caregiver. So if you're taking care of mom and dad and they don't want support directly for themselves, but you as the caregiver, you're preparing meals, you're getting rides to the doctor's appointment. Sometimes we can help coordinate those services, take a couple things off of your plate. So ultimately, the older adult is being supported sort of via the caregiver. Those conversations about who's going to accept what kind of help and when, it's really personal for each individual. And if there's a family involved, you can imagine the dynamics get even a little bit more complicated. I think our main message to folks is that we are ready to meet them where they are when they're ready for that support. We aren't DHS, we aren't the police, so we're not going to be able to knock on your door and say like, hey, here's what we're going to do to help you right now. But if someone is ready for that support, we're here for them.
As people get close to Medicare and have to make that choice about their supplement plans and stuff like that, it is a very complicated morass of sales pitches and commercials and mailings. Do you have anything in particular that help people negotiate that?
I think a lot of it is initial education on what to expect in terms of legitimacy versus scams and fraud and sales. And those are all different categories. Some of them very legit. It could be a completely legitimate company that's out here selling you a plan that is real and may actually benefit you. But we get inundated with junk mail as the service providers, and I don't even know how much our consumers are getting is piles and piles of mail.
You think your mailbox is full, try his.
Exactly. And so a lot of it is education on helping people understand what to expect, when to expect it, who it's going to come from, so that they can begin to sift through what is real and what is fake or fraudulent or maybe not worth pursuing because it's going to be a headache for them. Ultimately, what the person chooses to take advantage of, excuse my pun in terms of advantage and advantage plans, but it's up to them. Our job is to empower that choice. And sometimes that's talking through options and they've figured out, yeah, this is what I want. I'm ready to rock and roll. And other times it's going to be connecting them to somebody who maybe is an advisor who does sell plans, but it's a company that our consumer wants to work with. And so we can just make a quick referral to them. We don't have any exclusives or anything like that. There's no one salesperson, no one company that we refer people to. It's anybody who's out there. If our consumers are ready to make that connection, we will happily help them.
What do you have coming up that would be maybe of interest to people? Just maybe they need something right now, or maybe they just kind of dip their toe in the water and kind of understand what the menu of services they may need someday are.
Well, you say menu, so I think about Encore Cafe again, something we've got going on all the time, 4 days a week in the Cedar Rapids, Marion area, and then a couple times a month down in Washington, Iowa right now. And I'll kind of tease for you. We will have some news coming on that front, some changes to the program in the future and in terms of expansion and ways that we're going to be able to serve some more people. We've also started recently a program that we call Advice on Aging. We say aging's full of questions, so just come get some advice. And that's once a month at various libraries and community centers around our region. We've got staff members available for just walk in, chat. You want to know about what's out there for your parents, for yourself. You've got a question about rent reimbursement applications, which just opened up through HHS. You've got questions about the elderly waiver program through Medicaid. We'll just be there to offer some advice, answer some of those basic questions for people, and maybe even help them there on the spot if they're ready to take it a step further. Those are available right now in 5 of our 7 counties. We'll start up a couple more and cover our whole region here in the next few months, hopefully by springtime. And then looking further down the road, we've got a conference coming up in May called the Corridor Conference on Aging, the inaugural, hopefully, partnership between Heritage and Kirkwood's Lifelong Learning Center to connect older adults to a whole range of speakers and topics and community resources, all in a conference-style setting.
And that's a few months away, but you said that people are signing up for it right now, so maybe it's something you want to get on your calendar.
Yeah, absolutely. May 20th is the date, and it's going to be at the Regional Center up in Hiawatha. We are asking for registration because there will be a cap on it, just the size and space that we're going to be in. So you can head over to Kirkwood Lifelong Learning's website. We'll have stuff available on Facebook as well. There's an event page for that. Encourage people to sign up now. We've got a little over, I think, 30 or 35 signed up right now, open for a few weeks, so we're off to a good start and expect it to continue filling up.
If people want more information about this or any of your services, how do they find you on the web and social media?
Sure. On the web, it's heritageaaa.org. And we're also on Facebook. You can search Heritage AAA there as well. Our full name, Heritage Area Agency on Aging, is a mouthful. I don't expect you or anybody to remember it. I've worked here for 6.5 years, and I still stumble over it.
I drop the area. I just think Heritage Agency.
Absolutely.
That's kind of how I have it in my mind. So again, the conference is coming up May 20th. Not too early to get signed up for that. But Harrison, please come back as we get closer to that. I'm sure you'll have some more detailed information on programs and what's going to be going on with that particular event as well as other stuff. So come back in a month or two and let's talk again.
That sounds great. I want to remind folks to that event, just the conference, just like all our other services, completely free to attend as well. Thanks to our sponsors. AARP Iowa has been a great help in getting this event off the ground, as well as, again, that partnership between Heritage and Kirkwood. Really excited to continue it.
And again, heritageaaa.org if you'd like information about any of this. And Harrison, thanks for being with me today.
Thanks for your time.
You can hear the Culture Crawl live on the radio most weekdays at 10:30, on demand at kcck.org/culture, or subscribe using your favorite podcast player. Watch our videos on the KCCK Facebook and YouTube channels. Our producer is Lydia Kilgore. The Culture Crawl theme is composed by Vivian Shanley. I'm Dennis Green, and I'll talk to you later.